Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Juan, and today's video we're going to be breaking down some of my most frequently asked questions when it comes to my pre-built Nzxt PC. Again, I've posted a couple of videos on my I posted a couple of new videos on my now 1-year-old rig, and I just kind of wanted to compile all the frequently asked questions that I get in the comments of those videos and put them into one. So hopefully, if you guys are looking for an answer for one of your guys' questions in regards to the builds, you guys can just come here and find that information here. Hopefully that's useful to you guys. Again, if you guys do find that information useful in any way, give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And if you guys enjoy the content that I post here every single week, subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications on as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into those frequently asked questions. Again, if you guys have any other additional questions that you guys want to add to the conversation, put them down below. Of course, I do my very best to answer every single one of your guys' questions, and hopefully in your guys' questions, you guys might help somebody else as well. All right, so the first question of the day comes to Dibs QT. They asked, does it come with an application that changes the color of your LEDs inside the PC? And if you do, what is it called? Because I don't think mine did. It works. So as far as mine did, it came with the application called CAM. It's the Nzxt software that you can basically control all the LED units that are within the PC. So all my LED RGB stuff is all pretty much Nzxt brand. So with the fans, the underglow underneath the PC, the LED strips inside the case, those are all Nzxt brand. So they all connect with the CAM software. You can control them there. It's pretty intuitive UI. It's really good. You can also do like a lot of things. Just check out your PC's performance. You can overclock your GPU, just anything like that. You can do this through the CAM software. I haven't really looked too much into it, but I'm pretty sure you can find this software within their website itself. Actually, hold that thought. Okay, yeah, I just quickly looked it up. You can download it directly from their website. If anything, I'll have a link down below. So if you guys are looking for that software, it's in the bio. But yeah, it came with it. It works pretty well. Hopefully this answered your question, and hopefully you can go ahead and look it up online and find it yourself. But yeah, mine did come with the software. It works pretty well. No issues there. If yours didn't come with it, you can download it straight from the website. The next question, I get this question really often, to be completely honest. People ask me what the PC, so this person, Luis Ochoa, asked me, what is this PC called and where can I buy it? So the case itself, it's an Nzxt case. You can buy this from their website, which I'll link down below as well. The components within it, some are Nzxt, some aren't. It just depends on the parts. But I'll have a whole breakdown of my entire specs. It'll be down below as well. That way, you guys, if you guys are curious in regards to the specs whatsoever, you guys can find them down below. But the case itself, it is Nzxt. It's an Nzxt pre-built computer. I got it from nzxt.com. So a question I get pretty often, so this is from True King. They asked, did you order more fans when purchasing? Yes, I did. So the original one came with 2 stock fans, non-RGB. I went ahead and ordered their LED kit that comes with the RGB fans, and it comes a kit that you use to plug it into your motherboard as well. It's a little kit. I'll have it linked below as well. So yes, I did buy some additional fans. Right now I'm rocking 3 fans, 2 RGB, 1 just regular stock one. They also asked me if they should get 1 or 2 more fans, or is the airflow fine with the fans it came with. When I first got my PC, it just had the 2 fans and it was perfectly fine. I had no issues with any sort of overheating. The PC itself didn't get too hot. The airflow in general has been pretty well as far as my PC goes. I haven't had really any issues. The only time it gets kind of insanely hot is when I play like Apex Legends. I don't know why Apex Legends just like burns my computer, but it does. But not right now. I have 3 fans. Air quality is pretty well. I usually keep pretty good track of it, and it doesn't get that crazy hot. Except Apex Legends, it just burns out my computer. But I can still play it smoothly and I can stream it. So if there's that. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Next question is from Miss CEO. Which Nzxt is this, the starter or the starter pro? This is a question I get really often, whether it's on Instagram or YouTube channel. So when I first bought my PC originally, they didn't have these options really. They just kind of had the pre-built PC option. So the way it worked was you went to build your own, and then you picked out like how many frames per second you wanted, what kind of games you play, and then it kind of gave you a price breakdown where you wanted to start off. I went with $1,000 build, and there like I added some stuff and I changed some stuff around to like really modify my personal needs and my personal budget. Usually what I recommend, if you want to stream and game and all of that, the streaming PC is probably your best option, definitely. And that kind of ties in with the next question. So Sharky2120 asked, well, they said, my Xbox just broke. The PC I use can't run anything. I'm looking at getting Nzxt streaming PC. The computer I have right now can run small games, but when I try to stream, it can't do anything. Will the Nzxt streaming PC let me play games, stream without lag? I'm looking at playing games like R6, Minecraft mainly. So with that, there's a lot of things to it. The streaming PC is definitely a beast. It's a lot more powerful than the computer I have. And with my computer, I can run any games. I can stream R6 and Minecraft with no issues. Another issue you're gonna run into if you want to stream without lag, your internet has to be pretty good. So you have to take that into consideration as well. You really gotta have some good internet, or at least decent internet to stream in game. But the streaming PC can easily handle Rainbow Six and Minecraft. So yeah, you're good. Next question is from Vision. What happens if you build your own on the Nzxt website? Does that mean it's not pre-built and you have to build it? Okay, so again, this question is incredibly all the time. I get this question all the time. So when you get the pre-built PC, pre-built means that they build it for you before they even ship it out to you. So once you get your PC, your pre-built Nzxt PC, even if it's build your own, it's build your own because you choose the parts, but they always build it for you, incredibly professional way. All the cable management, everything's perfect. Of course, it's a big company, they get a lot of orders. You're gonna get some issues here and there. Mine personally, no issues there. Everything was perfect right out of the box. It's basically, you get it in the box, you unbox it, you plug it in, and you're ready to play. It's that easy. You do have to update some certain things, but that's pretty much it. So yeah, you don't have to build it, especially for those who are kind of nervous about building it, or just they're not knowledgeable, or just don't have the confidence to do it themselves. You're good to go. It's gonna be plug and play. So there you go. Okay, so I got asked this question from Childer MC. How are the temperatures in that case? So the temperatures are usually running anywhere from 37 to 42 degrees Celsius. It's not too bad. Usually when I'm playing, like I said, Apex Legends, it tends to really heat up the PC. But again, I can stream smoothly, listen to music. I can have my own stream open at the same time and playing the game at pretty decent high settings. And everything is fine. My PC doesn't slow down or lag. It's incredibly smooth. I haven't had any issues whatsoever. So again, the temperatures with my PC, I just haven't had any issues a year plus later. And maybe I'm lucky. I think my PC it's smooth. It's good. I don't know what else to say. Mainly because I'm not very knowledgeable with temperatures and all that stuff. But as far as I know, whenever I track it within this application, hold on, let me pop it up because I can't remember off the top of my head. I track all this information through MSI Afterburner. That's the main thing I use. Right now, my PC, as I record this whole entire video, it's at 35°C. So it's not too bad. It's not too hot. I'm not doing too much with it. But yeah, it stays at around 30s, 40s all day long. Next question is from Vortex. They said, hey, I'm sorry to bother. Never a bother. Always ask me your questions. So you bought the streamer PC and you've made changes to it. Did you buy the RGB stuff and put it in yourself? So again, I didn't buy the streamer PC. It's just a pre-built. I picked out the pricing, but it didn't really come with a lot of RGB stuff. It just came with the RGB RAM, but that was already pre-installed. So the LED strips, the fans, and the underglow, I bought all of that separate. And then I installed it myself, which is fairly easy. So if you want to go ahead and do that, you can do that yourself, or you just make sure once you're checking out through the website itself, you are picking out all the components that have RGB in them. So I do get this question asked pretty often. This one's from Dumb But Fun. They asked, when you bought the PC, did you need to install the drivers? So no, I didn't have to install anything besides just stuff I wanted on the PC. Everything that when you get your PC, everything you need is already pre-installed. The only things I recommend to do when you get your PC is just make sure that all the drivers are up to date, because once I got mine, some drivers weren't up to date. Just a lot of little softwares and stuff like that weren't up to date. Just make sure everything's updated. Your PC is up to the latest firmware update as well. So you can just go in the search bar, type in updates. You'll get a little pop-up, and then you just have to like update whatever needs updating. It's very simple, so you don't have to do anything yourself. It's plug and play. So this person, Pat01, asked, how has Nzxt been for you so far? I really like what they're doing, but their customer service makes me nervous to go ahead and buy one. So with this, of course, this is all based on my personal experience. In the year plus that I've had my PC, I haven't had any major issues where I need to contact customer service to return the PC or get it fixed through the warranty. Nothing like that. I have heard of customer service not being the greatest, but I've also heard within my comments and just interacting with a lot of people in my videos that their customer service has been pretty well. You know, they're pretty helpful. Again, you got a little bit of both sides. I think it just depends on the person you're speaking to be completely honest. But so far, I've had nothing but a great experience with Nzxt. Again, this is just a personal experience. I know there are people out there that have had really bad experiences, and that's really unfortunate. But for me, it's great all around. I personally would recommend it. Again, I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. This is just based off my personal experience. That's it. So I get this question again often. These are all my, of course, frequently asked questions. This is from Samurai. Did you put a hard drive? Okay, so when I first got my PC, all it came with was a, I believe 250 gigabyte SSD. Of course, that is not much memory. I just couldn't afford any more at the time. So throughout time, I went out and got a 1 terabyte hard drive. It's a little slower than SSD, but that's mainly for like games and like photos, just stuff like that. And then recently I picked up a 5 terabyte WD hard drive. That's gonna be all my content for video editing, stuff like that. So when you're getting your PC, I definitely recommend you guys getting some good amount of memory. 250 SSD, it's definitely not enough. You at least wanna get another terabyte for your games and whatnot. And nowadays, games are pretty large. You definitely wanna get some hard drive into it. So yeah, originally, I just got the SSD. Okay, so this question is from Tavin. They asked, so would you say this computer is good for everyday use as well? If I had to work from home at any point, I could still use this with ease of office and any other PC functions. So personally, I use this PC every single day. I work from home, so this is my work from home rig. So I use this straight up at least 40 hours per week. It handles it perfectly. And then I game and stream kind of on my off time as a hobby, and it handles it pretty well. So I clock in honestly maybe 100 hours plus on my rig every single week. It's a lot, and that's a year now, and it's handled it pretty well. So yes, you can definitely use this for everyday use, gaming, etc. Whatever you want, throw at it, it's gonna handle it. Okay, so this one's it's kind of like an uncommon question, but I think this is a really good question to answer. This is from Nzxt. They asked, if I finance it, do I get it for my first payment? So the way it works when you finance, which is what I did, you order it. When I got it, it was shipped out in like 2 days. I don't know how long it is now with everything that's going on, probably around 2 weeks or so. They'll ship it out, and you don't have to make your first payment until the first 30 days. So at your 30 days is when you have to make your first payment, your first installment. And then I think it's like 12 or 6 months, something like that. So yeah, you get the PC, you don't have to make a payment until your first 30 days. So this is something, it's not a question, but is kind of a comment. It's a bit annoying. It's like, of course, I know you could build a better one for cheaper. But at the time, I was making anywhere from like $5,000 to $6,000 a month. And honestly, I worked a lot. So it just made sense for me to not invest any time into building my own rig. I didn't want to deal with it. I was just like, I'm gonna pay the money, no big deal. Just build it for me, send it out, blah, 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 you know. That's why I bought it. The whole reason why pre-builts are out there is for people that aren't knowledgeable with PCs, or just people that have the money and don't care about building a PC. And that's pretty much where I stood at the time. Nowadays, where I don't make as much money as I did, I would probably build my own. Why? Because I think the experience would be a lot of fun, and also just because it'd be a lot cheaper on my wallet, and it's something you can afford over time. So you could buy one part at a time. You don't just, you don't have to drive like 2 racks in one go. So that's why I didn't build it for cheaper, or that's why I didn't build it myself. I just went out and got it pre-built. Again, it just depends on what your budget is, if you're knowledgeable, or if you even care to invest the time to learn how to build a PC yourself. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for all the questions that I have compiled here for you guys. Again, I really do hope that you guys found this information informative in any sort of way. Make sure you guys drop that like button and subscribe to the channel as well. But with that being said, I'm gonna leave you guys. Hopefully, again, you found this information very useful. I wanted to save you guys some time, so hopefully it did just that. But with that said, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Take care, be safe, and I'll see you then. Okay, peace.